Welcome to Ain't No Manual, D.D. Snyder.
Thanks for having me.
How you doing, my boy?
Feeling good. Feel good to be back home. Tampa,
Okay.
Florida.
Okay, now for the people that don't know, where are you coming back from?
University of Illinois, Big Ten football, defensive back.
Defensive back now. You did your first semester there. Now, first of all, how you get back to Tampa? Did you hit the transfer portal?
Nah, man, we ain't have a bowl game. Got home a little earlier than usual. That's the last
Okay.
time. Last time to be back. This
Last
early.
time?
Last
Make sure
time
y'all in the bowl, right?
for sure.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Now, got a lot of questions for you real quick. How was the first semester of college for you? The school part. How was school?
for me personally, it was easy to adjust. Coming from the high school I came from, shout out Temple Catholic. We was already had the same system as college. We used the same websites, same
Mhm.
lesson plans, everything electronically. So for me, I think it's easier than what high school was.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay.
Temple Catholic did a good job preparing me for this level.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So them grades looking right then.
The grades looking right.
Okay. 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 Now, did you think it would be challenging?
I know I didn't think it would be challenging because the classes before me that graduated from Temple Catholic all said the same exact thing, that was easier when they got to college. And I know I worked hard at Temple Catholic, so I know if I did the same thing in college, it wouldn't be hard for me.
Now, how was the campus life, like dorm life, like being on your own, having to feed yourself? How was that compared to coming from home when everybody took care of you?
It was ups and downs, but for the most
Huh?
part, I enjoyed it. I'm rooming with kids from Florida, kind of like me, came from the same place. So that's what made it a lot more easier than what it would be if I didn't have those people. And,
Right.
the living on my own part, feeding for myself, it didn't it didn't seem that hard at first. Then it
Right.
started coming to crunch time. College broke is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was you mean far as like feeding yourself or just having money in your pockets to do daily stuff?
It was really time management at first.
Hmm.
You know, we went to fall camp to school. Fall camp, they had our meals prepared for us throughout the whole day. When it got
Right.
after fall camp, I had to find a way to fit class, study football, eat, you know, wash clothes, the basic necessities. But towards the end of the semester or middle of the semester, I found my groove in time management, had a schedule, routine,
Mhm.
and that's what helped a lot.
Okay. Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about football.
Oh
In
yeah,
the Big Ten, your dreams and aspirations was to play college football. Has that always been your dream?
always since I was a kid, looking up to
Was
my
there any
brother.
specific team you wanted to go to?
Most deaf. I grew up a Miami Hurricane fan.
Hurricane. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
it
But
started
you
because
ended up in some big time football in Big Ten.
yeah,
Now, being out there on the sidelines watching it, like how different is it being out there versus what we see at home as college football?
it's a lot that go on with game day. It's just not even game day. It's a lot that go on throughout the week
Right.
that people that's watching don't really understand. It's a lot of preparation, mental preparation. It's more mental than physical for sure.
Mhm.
And being out on the football field and watching the games, fans will see a way. Like, let's say we lose a game, fans will point this out. But being on the field, being in the locker room, being in the study room, it's a lot of things that fans won't understand. How we lost the games or how we won games.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, how much time do you spend on football on the average day? Like, practice, working out. Like, what's the schedule like?
Okay, well, I haven't put the whole schedule out there for the people watching.
Right. But basically, just give me a time then, like how much time you spend football versus the rest of your day.
I'll say meetings will last for like 3 hours, and they got the football part. that would be either like a hour 40 to 2 hours on the field.
Right.
And if you include recovery and rehab, probably 30 minutes to an hour. So I'll probably say like 6 to 7 a day. And that's just mandatory.
Right.
You could not volunteer, but extra work, extra hours in the film room, rehab, weight room.
Now, those 3-hour meetings, is it like you bringing in a notebook or a laptop? Is it like a study thing? You're studying, or is you just watching the film?
Most definitely, it's a mixture of both. Beginning of the week is more notes, getting to know the team. Then towards the end of the week, it's more watching yourself and seeing the mistakes you made during practice, so it won't happen in the game.
Now, most incoming freshmen, their goal is to go to a school and play right away. When you got there and figured out that you might be redshirted, what was that feeling? Was that a challenge for you? Is that something that you easily accepted? Like, how did you feel?
At first, it was a little disappointing, but I had mentors around me, my pops, older brother, other coaches around me that fed me information that redshirting isn't a bad thing. Right. I learned a lot this year about redshirting. I watched a lot. I seen a lot play out. And on top of that, I got an extra year of football.
Do you feel like you gained from redshirting? Do you think, like, if you would have played, would you have learned more, or were you better off redshirt? Do you feel it was best for you to redshirt and sit and learn and watch and get adjusted?
I for sure think it was better to redshirt. If coach threw me out in the fire, no telling what would have happened.
Right.
My body not all the way ready. I don't know. Mentally, I feel like I'm ready, but you never know what happened on the football field. I'm glad he kept me out this year so I could watch the vets, because we had a lot of super seniors, learn from their mistakes, see what they experienced, and I learned a lot from them this year.
Yeah. Now, it seems like, how many games y'all played? 10, 11?
We played 12.
12 games. So those 12 games go by fast, huh?
Went by like that, quick.
Like,
on to the next every week.
So basically, incoming freshmen, especially the high school guys, should know that that first year, that freshman year, basically any season, it's gonna go by fast.
Fast.
So redshirt really is not bad. It's just like a couple of months. Now you back in the thick of things to compete.
Really, like 2-3 months, so you back. Everybody back on even playing field.
Wow. Okay. Now, last question. Any advice that you would give to the recruits, to the seniors in high school now, to the guys that's signing on their way to their university? Any advice that you would give them that you weren't given, or maybe you were given, but any word of advice to give to them to start this thing up?
I'll say first, be patient. Thank God, first of all, to be in a position to go to the next level.
Amen.
And some core advice I'll say is, don't commit to a coach. Commit to a program.
Right.
That's all I'm feeling that one.
Hey, that's perfect. That's perfect. Hey, I appreciate your time, DD.
No problem.
Let everybody know your Instagram and all that you want them to know so they can follow you and keep in contact with you.
You can find me on Instagram at DD Snyder. The E in Snyder is a 3. You can find me on Twitter at DD_Snyder, SNYDER. You can find me on TikTok too. DD Snyder, the second, 2 eyes.
These kids be TikToking.
Ain't no manual. Gotta slow down so you can catch up. Run up on something you can't handle. It's up, it's down on annual. For me, ain't no manual. Ain't no manual. Ain't no manual. Do what you can, but can you though? Jit come sit if you can stand it, bro. Life type hard, understandable. Dog eat dog fucking animals. Treat us like we animals. It ain't no